Welcome everybody back with a video. Today we're going to be talking about the Mystic Summon. So obviously we do know Ras is going to be the Epic Center World Cup character. Let's be honest, he's literally going to be it, right? That's literally confirmation. Sword in the ground, literally Ras' sword. I mean, let's be realistic here, right? He should be the Epic Center World Cup character. I doubt Arya is going to be the Epic Center World Cup character. So let's get into it, right? So Boss Arunka is going to be here for another week, right? She's going to be here for one more week. Let me come over here and mute the audio real quick. Because it's always loud whenever you just send the summon screen. So over here, Boss Arunka is going to be here for one more week, right? After this rotation, there's one more. And then after that, that's whenever she should be leaving after that. I'm pretty sure, because that's around 3 weeks. Now, is she really worth summoning for compared to whoever we really know what Ras is and all that? So as a character, Arunka is insane. Absolutely insane. Game-changing character. Really game-changing character. She's really insane. I'm going to have to pity this character. You see right there, 8 away. It's really depressing that I have to pity her. It's sad. But let's go ahead and, let's get into her skills, right? Like, I still think she's worth a pity. The question is going to be about, is it really worth going for Arunka compared to when Ras is right around the corner and we've seen what the other Epic Center World Cup characters have been? Again, as a character, Arunka is absolutely insane. Absolutely insane character. You could do a couple builds on her. Noble Oath, Rocket Punch, the MOAS artifact, the Smilegate's own version of Rocket Punch. She gives herself barrier. She protects the entire team. They can't really hit the entire team. They have to hit you. So she's a really good character, especially in RTA. Again, you do take her. You get Console Burn, and you do get a trigger dual attack with the highest ally with the highest attack. And if you proc defense break, well, then they are more likely gonna die from there, right? But again, as a character, she's just absolutely insane. She's just literally so insane. She's so broken that if you skip her, it's gonna hurt. It's really gonna hurt. She's a really, really good character. Yes, you can easily play around it, bring AoE and all that, but again, she is still a really good character if you play her correctly. Even when it comes to Arena and GVG, she's really insane, right? But let's look at the Epic Center World Cup characters, the previous ones, right? Because I would expect most people, if they skip Arunka, they are skipping Arya as well to save for the Epic Center World Cup character, if that is going to be the case, right? Because it could be, after Arunka, it should be a rerun or a new MO4, which is maybe the Dark Surin, and then it'll be a brand new 5-star, which it could be Ras, but it could be Arya. And after Arya, it could be another rerun of whatever 5 stars. And then they could give us Ras near the end of the Epic Center World Cup. If they really want to do that, they could do that. It depends really on route they really want to go to. So I'm expecting most people who skip Arunka to skip Arya, right? So let's look at Luna. Luna was last year's character. She was last year's Epic Center World Cup character. We will not find out a trailer or anything in terms of skills until June for the Epic Center World Cup character. So Arunka's going to be long gone, right? So Luna, game breaking. Still broken to this day. They try to build counters versus her, but you can't really counter this. Ignore ER, dispels all buffs, seals them, unable to be bold. She has a skill nullifier. So, like, she's really insane on that S3. It's really, really loaded. So if you have the speed gear, she's really, really insane. But guess what? You don't even need a speed gear for this character, because if you have her slower, that's perfectly fine. Because you could be slower than their cleansers, and then you just win the game off of that. That's why this character is really, really good to have 2 copies of. And then S2 defense break, and then S1 push their CR. Overall, nice. The other 2 skills are very, very nice. They work very, very well with her. But the S3 is absolutely insane. So again, if this is a glimpse at what we're going to see for Ras, I can't wait to see it. Because he is literally the main character, right? So like he should be way better than Luna. But I don't know how they make something better than Luna. I don't know how they top that. Now let's go look at Landy. So again, Landy on release, disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. Game breaking. Everyone was annoyed by Landy for the longest time. And they shut her down real quick. She was gone. She was just gone from the meta after a while. Crit resistance for everybody, right? Salvo SA1. You SA1 normally, and then she could proc again. Or Salvo Fire. It's really stupid. And then she has Penetrate Defense on her S3, stunning the target, increases her own attack. She can't be debuffed or anything. Well, she's immune to movements like Sleep, Stun, and Fear, which obviously there was no way to stop her, which means she's just going to go absolutely crazy. And back then, it was worse because there was no really counters to her. No hard counters to her, really. Until they started building some, and then obviously Emma Kawazu and all that. So, if those two are not a glimpse of what we're going to see for Raz, be extremely careful. Be extremely careful. But again, I think Arunka is really, really worth it. I would test your luck for Arunka and try to get her, and then skip the next one if it's not Raz. If it's Ario next, I would skip her, and then go for Raz. But I can't tell you to skip Arunka. I think Arunka's too good of a character to really skip. Again, I thought about skipping her, but I'm like, I really need her, and I do Arena, and I care for GVG, so it's just like, and I haven't even touched RTA yet, so she's really a must-have for me for those two places. But yeah, overall, I definitely think Arunka is still worth going for. But again, it comes down to you, what you really want to do. If you don't really have the misses on all that, if you don't want to test your luck, if you want to guarantee Raz, it really depends up to you, right? I'm going to pity Arunka, and I'm going to hope and pray I can pull Raz. Because that's 200 Mystics. I'm not getting no 200 Mystics in about, let's say 2 months max, without spending money. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. But again, I think she's really, really worth summoning still. This is my final thoughts on Arunka. I think she's 100% worth summoning for. She's an insane character. And I definitely think she's a must-have character. She just changes the game quite a bit for you if you have her. And she's really good in PvE as well, such as Abyss, because of her passive. And Wyvern, if you're still struggling versus that. I don't think you should, but yeah, she does a lot. She really does bring a lot to the table. But other than that, don't think it's much video. Hope you have a good day, and I'll see you guys later on. Peace out.